Hello, hello. Updating from Parque La Carolina. And no, I cannot sit on these swings. I was hoping that in Latin America there are swings big enough for my ass. Perhaps, but they are too low. So, I've been all over the place lately. I've had just highs and lows and highs and lows, and it's been just so fucking intense. And I was talking about it in my previous video about this thing of like not having a middle ground, just having super highs and super lows and bouncing between those two all the time. It's a very intense way of living, but it's just kind of the way it is. And I've been trying to be really mindful of it and noticing when I'm hyping myself up like too much, which kind of like inevitably cause a drop later, just like in dance music. But yeah, just that's just been the way that things have been. And then yesterday I was like feeling so lost again. It's been like really crazy, because sometimes it would be like, you know, a couple of weeks or like a week and then a few days of this, but it's been like every day like this, even in the same day. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I am about to get my period, by the way, but I don't know. To be honest, I haven't yet found a specific pattern that is related to my period. I don't have pain or anything like that. I feel very lucky for that. But perhaps I am more sensitive. Anyway, yeah, it's just been insane. And then yesterday I was thinking, well, I've known for some time that writing songs is really the most amazing way for me to connect with myself, to heal. Mira esa hermosura. It's just such a nice day. It's like it's been so raining all the time. It's been so cold. Last night was so cold. It's crazy. So I've known for some time that like it's like I keep rediscovering that's how profound it is for me to write songs. Like how it's just like exactly what I was born to do, you know. Because songs is all the things that I love. It's like words, and I can express what I want to say, and I can amplify the words with music. And I also don't have to say words all the time because there's just music, and I can play with the colors of the chords and the harmony and melodies, and I can play different instruments, and I can sing. It's just so fucking great, you know. And every time I write a song, every time I feel like shit, and then I write a song, whether it is like from the pain, like really like giving birth to a song out of this pain that I'm feeling, or just writing about something else because I have some deadline, some assignment, and I need to like write a song. And then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna think too much, just gonna do the first thing that comes to my mind. Either of those options just lifts me up immediately. Like I can be exhausted and have no energy and feel so confused, and then I write a song and I just know who I am. So even though I've known it for a while, and actually I'm even I've been wanting for some time, and I'm starting to actually do it, to do like life coaching through songwriting for people who are not only musicians. It's like a one-on-one, so it's really based on wherever you are, whatever you want to express, whatever tools you have or don't have about music. And even if you don't have a musical ear, it's like everybody's using words all the time, so we can just express ourselves with words and arrange them in a poetic way, and then we can think of harmony as colors, and it becomes just so intuitive. Because even if somebody is not able to do it 100% by themselves, I can still, walk them through different options and they can choose, and it's just so fucking healing, So yeah, like I know how powerful it is, and I've been thinking a lot about this thing of like emotional healing through songwriting as a healing modality, like really using songwriting as a healing modality, because really, like, you can process things with a song that it's really hard to process with, in other ways, because songwriting is like maybe the one thing, and if you know of something else, let me know. But as far as I know, music is the one thing that combines all parts of the brain, because it has, of course, the creative side, which is like very abstract, which is the right side of the brain. All of the, and it has all of the mathematical aspects of harmony and structure, and how do you organize all of this creativity into a specific song, or into something that has a form, that has a beginning and an end, that is developing. So that's the left side of the brain. And usually things are more like one or the other. Also, music uses words, so that's like also, super left brain, language and everything. But you can express, that's the thing, that when you're using music, you can express things that you wouldn't be able to express necessarily when you're just like talking about what your pain is or what is going on, because maybe you're very identified with who you are, who you think you are. So you're not going to say things like, yeah, I feel this way, if that is like in contradiction to how you see yourself. But gotta find my center. Sometimes when I start talking, I'm like, whew, going somewhere else. Speaking about these highs and lows, yeah, hyping myself up. So I'm gonna try to tone it down as I speak. I guess it comes from a place of fear of not being heard. So it makes me speak louder. I recognize this fear in me. Anyway, coming back to what I was talking about. So when you write a song, you don't even have to... Hola! You don't even have to identify as yourself. When you write a song, you can literally write from the perspective of a serial killer if you want, You can write from a perspective of a tree. I just did it. You can write from the perspective of one part of you, or you can write from a perspective of something that you don't think it's you at all. You think it's completely something that has nothing to do with you, and then later you might realize that, oh, like I can see where it comes from in me, So I can talk about it for a long time, because it's really incredible how profound and powerful songwriting as a healing tool is. And yet, even though I've been aware of it for quite some time, and thinking about, starting to teach people how to do that as well, whether musicians or not, for the purpose of healing specifically. Still, not every time that I would feel like shit, I would feel like writing a song, because sometimes I would feel just so far from myself and so unempowered that I would be like, what to do? And then maybe I start something, but then I'm like, shit, no, I don't want to talk about my pain. And what I realized is that whenever I do have a deadline, like from my songwriting groups, which I really like doing the assignments with them, even though I'm like the teacher, but I love doing the same assignments that I give to them, so that I go through the process, we all go through a process together. It's more like a circle where everybody learns from everybody, It's not like I'm giving a lecture. So I like to do the assignments as well. And I realized that whenever I do that, whenever I have an assignment, it doesn't matter how terrible I might feel, I know that I need to do that, and then I just start. And sometimes I start 1 hour before the thing, or half an hour before the thing, for the session, because I like to have the time limit so that I cannot think and judge my ideas whether they're cool or not. And then when I do that, suddenly it's just like born out of me, and it's just like I'm vomiting a song, and it just makes me feel so good. It's like unbelievable transformation every time I do that. So yesterday, when I was feeling really shitty, I figured maybe I can just decide that I'm gonna write a song every day. And that way, on a daily basis, I have a deadline. I have a platform to heal myself. I have this like dedicated time for healing, but in the most fun way and in the most unexpected way, because I never know if it's gonna be a happy song, a sad song, a party song, a sexy song, a super, piano, kind of emotional, what language it's gonna be. Like, I don't know those things when I keep surprising myself every time I write. So it's like, it's so cool. It's so fucking cool, That's my thing. And so that's it. So yesterday, I just decided 2 things. Maybe if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook stories and stuff, you probably saw. But, I just decided, I hope you hear me. There's so much fucking noise here. So I decided that, I've been, damn it, I've been kind of disconnected from yoga for a while, because about 3 months ago, right before I moved to Ecuador, I was stretching a lot, and I got too excited about it, and I just tore something in my, behind my knee, in my thigh. And it just didn't heal for a long time, and I couldn't really do yoga. And then I started physiotherapy here. So now it's almost completely healed, and now I can finally get back to doing yoga, but I'm already so out of the loop, and my whole body is kind of stiff, and everything is ugh. So that just mirrors in, the emotional state, of course. So I decided that instead of trying to be tomorrow I'm gonna do a super deep yoga session, and then every day I'm tomorrow I'm gonna do it, because it feels like it's gonna be I'm supposed to do it for an hour and a half, and that is just discouraging, So yesterday I figured I'm just going to do twice a day mini sessions. It can be 10-15 minutes, whatever. It's not an expectation to do a long session. I'm just gonna do twice a day, to start and to end the day with a very short yoga session. And at the same time, this song a day challenge. So I have those 2 things. And yesterday went so awesome, and I wrote a really cool song that I really enjoyed, and I did my 2 yogas. Today I woke up, and today is day 2, and I did yoga, and I just couldn't stop, just because I didn't have the expectation to do something super intense. I just started, and I was chilling, and I put music that I like, and I was listening Megan Thee Stallion, and her Tiny Desk is fucking insane with the live band. It's so good. And then I was listening to Nati Peluso from she got this color studio thing. Oh, fucking shit. Anyway, I'm really into that kind of music recently, and I was doing yoga while I was listening to that, and it's just so cool, because it's nice to be open to doing things in a different way, rather than having an idea of how things should be. For example, I used to have this concept of I don't want to have any music when I'm doing yoga, because I don't want to distract myself from the meditative state. Yeah, that's cool, but what if I don't feel like being in a meditative zone now? So forcing myself, not doing yoga at all, or being more open to try a different way, So that's what I'm trying to do. And I had just such a good time. I couldn't stop. It was 30 minutes, maybe more. That it was just awesome. And yeah, just wanted to share all of that. I'll keep updating on the stories, like on a daily basis, how it goes with those challenges. I don't know if every day I'm gonna post the full song, like as a post. I might sometimes just put it a little bit of it in the stories or something like that. But I know that for me, for myself, I know that I have a platform. I have a place on a daily basis. I have a time or a thing that is dedicated for connecting with myself and healing myself. And I really can't wait to see where it's gonna take me. I have a feeling it's gonna bring me some ground, those two things together. And I'll keep you all posted. If you have anything to say, I would love to hear. Bye.